Begin with a deadly weekend for domestic violence after two women were killed in separate shootings.
Their husbands are now facing murder charges, and family members tell us that and tell investigators both victims were in the middle of getting a divorce.
ABC 13's Rosie Nguyen joining us now live from the Harris County Sheriff's Office with a disturbing trend advocates and first responders are really seeing. Rosie.
Jonathan and Maida, advocates find these two cases extremely devastating as they work to combat this issue during the start of Domestic Violence Awareness Month. These are two families who tried to intervene at some point, but now instead they'll be planning the funeral for their loved ones. A devastating outcome for the families of two women killed in what Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez calls domestic violence shootings. Investigators say 55-year-old Ever Navarrete tracked down the location of his wife's new home after she had filed for divorce and shot her to death late Saturday night. Family members identified the victim as 48-year-old Carly Navarrete Diaz and shared these photos with ABC 13.
It appears just what we're gathering that this was meant to be like a safe place for her, and so I don't know how he would have found out or if somebody told him or, if somebody's hell-bent on finding somebody, they will ultimately.
Then Sunday morning, deputies say 28-year-old Devin Keith Grantham shot and killed his wife Courtney during an argument at a home on Cypress Brook Drive. Charging documents state the fight was about a possible divorce. 3 other people were shot after trying to intervene. 1 died and 2 are recovering from their injuries. Chow Win, who works with survivors of domestic violence on a daily basis as a trauma therapist, explains why things might have turned wrong, despite these victims trying to make an effort to leave the relationship.
Leaving does not equate to safety. In fact, leaving is the most dangerous time, and we've seen it in these latest cases of domestic violence murders. That is because the perpetrator says, I have lost all control and I'm going to exact my revenge. If I can't have my spouse, my intimate partner, then nobody does.
The sheriff's office tells us that so far this year, they have responded to 16 domestic violence-related murders in unincorporated Harris County. They say leaving the relationship is one step, but what they really want to encourage victims to do is to reach out to organizations like AFDA to plan a safety plan to leave the relationship in order to prevent situations like what we saw over the weekend. Reporting live from downtown Houston, Rosie Nguyen, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Hey, Rosie, and we know it is easier said than done, but we really do hope that you get the help you need. If you are experiencing abuse, you can get help by just making a phone call. 1-800-799-7233 will connect you to the National Domestic Violence Hotline. You can even text the word START to 88788. Operators who speak more than 200 languages can provide you with free confidential support.